Hi, AT from CNC at Home. I purchased some blank slate coasters from Amazon and wanted to see how those burned on the LC-50 Plus. They're just real basic, nothing to them. They come pre-cut to size. They're a little bit smaller than 4 inches square. Nice coaster size. They have little neoprene feet on them, so it gives them a little cushion on the back side. And they weren't too expensive. They come in a set of 6 for about $11 US or so. So I put these on the LC-50 Plus and did some burning on them. Let's go take a look at how that worked out. Also, I did these as a gift for a friend of mine, and because of that, I decided to make a box. The LC-50 Plus can make or cut through the 3mm plywood pretty easily, and I wanted to make a nice little box to put these in. So we'll see that cutting as well. Let's go over to the laser and take a look. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Even if you don't, just give it a thumbs up. Thank you. I've not worked with Slate before. The first thing I need to do is find out what my cutting parameters need to be. I need to find a speed and power setting that works really well. I'm doing a material test, and as you can see on the right hand side, the power and speed are just way too off. Too much burning going on, so I need to increase the speed, lower the power. I'm going to put another piece of slate in here with a new set of parameters and see if I can get a good material test. Ideally, I will have some squares that are nicely filled in, some that hardly are filled in, and maybe a few that are overburned. That will then give me a good grid of settings. From this, I was able to determine how I wanted to cut my tiles, and I went ahead and started doing some images and some vector filled. This particular image turned out relatively nicely, as did the other images. I did a picture of the moon, I did Warnerland, an A&W root beer logo, a sailing boat that my friends own, a Taylor guitar logo. These all turned out really nicely. In fact, I decided I needed to make a box for these so that I could present them. I went to a site called MakerCase, put in my parameters for the inside, told it what kind of box I wanted, and was able to download a file that I could read into LightBurn. Once I reorganized the tops and sides a little bit from how it was given to me, I did a frame around my area to make sure I was in the material, set my cutting parameters, and burned these boxes out. The LC-50 Plus did a good job of cutting through all, but one of the pieces, there were some imperfections over here on this part of the plywood that I had to cut with a knife. Once I did those little spots, everything was great. I used some blue masking tape to clamp the box together to do a test fit. Everything seems to be fitting fairly well, and I liked the look of this box, but it was a bit plain. I decided to go ahead and burn the Heart's Desire sailboat tile image, just like the tile, but on the top cover of the box. So I did the Heart's Desire, made sure the parameters were good, and then went ahead and burnt the image of the sailboat onto the lid. Here's the box completely put together, again with the masking tape clamps, with the tiles inside. So my dimensions were good, everything fits. This will make a great presentation to my friends. As you can see, those turned out really nicely. I hope that my friends like those. The sailboat is actually a boat that they bought used a couple years ago. They've been doing some sailing on that over the past couple years and having a great time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content of our channel, think about subscribing. Enjoy doing your CNC at home projects.
Oops.